Demand side issues in Pakistan sugar sector, basically that is domestic consumption fluctuations per capita, which is about 25 to 30 kg per person per year. But it is subject to variation due to health concerns over sugar consumption and the promotion of alternative sweeteners. Secondly, the consumer preference, because the growing awareness of health risk associated with high sugar intake, such as diabetes and obesity, has led to shift in consumer behavior, impacting domestic demand. uh, Price sensitivity. Sugar is a staple commodity, but demand is highly price sensitive. Minimum sugar can pricing directly affect the consumption patterns. Thirdly, subsidy dependence and political influence, making you see creating an impact. The sugar industries in our country is often heavily influenced by government subsidies and support prices. This artificially maintains demand but can distort market realities. If subsidies are reduced or removed, there could be a significant decline in demand as production becomes less economically viable, I would say. So, political economy of sugar industry is closely linked with the political elites who control many of the sugar mills. As a result, sugar policies are often shaped by political considerations rather than the market needs, which can lead to inefficiencies and mismanagement of demand side factors. Urbanization and dietary shifts, as it is increasing, urbanization is increasing, so dietary habits are also changing. So in the urban center there is growing demand for processed food and beverage which are often sugar laden, whereas rural areas may see more traditional uses of sugar efficiencies. There is a notable lack of sophisticated demand forecasting and planning in our sugar industry. Most of the demand estimates rely on the historical trends rather than the real time data, leading to inefficiencies. Additionally, stockpiling by mill owners during times of excess supply distort markets, availability, and price stability. And Pakistan's sugar industries struggle with limited marketing and product differentiations. In many developed countries, sugar producers market different grades of sugar or even diversify into high margin byproducts like organic sugar. This is not yet widely practiced in Pakistan. Organic sugar and other impact of export restriction on productivity is very significant, because that plays the balancing the domestic market and restriction can have several consequences. For example, excess supply in domestic market. When export restrictions are in place, the domestic market is flooded with sugar, often causing price to drop. The oversupply discourages the mill from producing at full capacity as they anticipate low profitability from domestic sales. This directly reduces productivity because the mills are not operating at optimal level due to weak domestic demand for their surplus production. If mills are unable to export excess sugar, they may reduce procurement of sugarcane from the farmer. This in turn discourages farmers from growing sugarcane, leading to a reduced cane availability in future. The result is a cyclical reduction in productivity as fewer. The inability to export excess sugar significantly affect the mill's ability to earn foreign exchange, reducing their overall revenue. Export market typically offer higher returns and restricting access to these markets lower profit margins for mills, which then cut back on operational investment that could enhance productivity. With export restrictions, mills may experience longer periods of downtime or off season or operate below capacity due to excess inventory. This results in inefficiencies across the supply chain, including storage and warehousing issues, which increase cost and reduce overall productivity. Foreign exchange implication and loss of international market share is very important in this regard. That sugar is one of the commodities of Pakistan exposed to unforeign money when exports are restricted. So export restriction hurt domestic productivity and as well as Pakistan long-term position in international markets. Consistent participation in global trade is essential for maintaining marketing share. And when exports are restricted, other sugar producing countries may fill the gap, reducing Pakistan's competitive edge. This loss of market share can lead to long term productivity losses as mills have less incentive to scale up or innovative. So, this is how I can reply this question.